Good morning, class. How's everybody weekend has been?
It's been good.
Great, great. Today's lesson will be about posture and breathing. Can anybody tell me what posture and breathing means to them? Yes, you with the blue hair.
Posture is like how you sit, and like breathing is like, with your lungs.
That is correct. Um, can, you, who's invisible, what can you tell me about how posture and breathing relates to us, our musicianship? Right, great answer. Posture and breathing is something that we is very essential for us in this our beginner band class because this will be the foundation of our instrument playing. Um, every day, what we do, we sit. Every day, what we also do, we also breathe, and because we play wind instruments and we have to sit down in our band class for hours and hours worth of time. Proper breathing and proper sitting techniques will be very helpful in the very long run. So, what is posture? Posture is the position in which you hold your body while standing, sitting, or lying down. Good posture involves training your body to stand, walk, sit, and lie so as to place the least strain on the muscle ligaments while you are moving or performing weight-bearing activities. Now, what do you think that means to you?
Like sitting, like when it comes to music, I guess, like sitting correctly so music is like easier.
That's a good answer. Good answer. Anybody else? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So yes, like I said, we do posture in pretty much everything we do. But the posture we do in house band specifically, is the sitting posture. If you look on this pictures right here, what body part you see the most? What is the most body part y'all see in this picture?
Spine.
That's correct. By having a good spine alignment, it will allow you to have the least amount of stress because, like I said, we sit and hold our instruments for long periods of time, and by having a proper spine alignment will cause the least damage to you. It'll feel good to lean forward like this, but if y'all I hope y'all be in band class for the next 6 years up until high school. If y'all gonna do concert band up until you graduate high school and you slouch over like this every day, then you will have a bad back. So it's only by having your back straight up off the chair, your spine nice and aligned, it will cause you to have the least amount of pain and tightness later on in the future. Besides your spine, what else do you notice in this picture?
Your neck.
Exactly. Your neck is also part of your spine, but I feel like people always forget that because when they think of spine, they think of back. But how your neck is also plays a part because, like I said, you because y'all. Remember last year when y'all was trying out y'all the different instruments and meeting the band for the first time? You saw the two players next were? Yes, that's what happens when you bend over with bad posture. I yell at my two players all the time, but even still, their necks they still do body posture and their necks have that little arch in it. And lastly, a thing that a lot of people forget about is the feet. Like I said, the feet helps you with your foundation as well because it's especially with us. What instrument you're playing this year?
French horn.
French horn. Yeah, you hold your French horn inside your lap, and like I said, that's another way to distribute that extra weight. And by having your feet nice and down and flat on the floor, everything is great. All right. Another thing. What can you tell me about breathing?
You breathe in through your nose or your mouth.
Good answer. Good answer.
Fills your lungs.
Now, we like to say that you breathe sometimes, not at all, or all the time. Is
All
it
the time?
okay? I say it's not a trick question. We breathe all the time. Like we. It's essential for us to leave. To breathe. It's essential for us to live. And now, I don't know about you. My nose is always stopped up. Now, do you breathe through your nose or do you breathe through your mouth?
Primarily my nose.
Yeah, that's why it's like 85% of humans. We all breathe through our nose. And, well, as far as being a musician, that's wrong. We do not breathe through our nose. Uh, Proper breathing for musicians, we breathe through our mouth. And, well, the mouth, because we breathe through our mouth because it gives us the clearest open pathway to our lungs. Oh, but so and like I said, the production of good breathing should come from very, very open and deep breaths. Fill up the bottom of your lungs, feeling all of that bomb out, and then you should use your diaphragm and your stomach muscles to push and contract those areas. So take a nice deep breath. Like open your mouth. Can you yawn real quick? Yeah, that feeling of openness should be how it feels to breathe, not none of that constriction, like nasally feeling. Hey, John in the back. Actually, John, can your group, can y'all all take a nice deep breath from me? Oh, good job, y'all. Ah. Ah. So, let us all, everybody, look at my mouth. E, E. This is tight. We do not want to make E's. We make nice O's. So do E, O, O. And that's just going from the, too tight now to very open. Can you read numbers 1 through 5 for me?
The diaphragm is the primary muscle that controls breathing. Even though there are other muscles involved, the diaphragm is the only muscle that you can and should control in this whole process. For regular breathing, it doesn't matter how much the diaphragm moves or how much the chest expands. However, in order to get enough air into your lungs to properly play a wind instrument, you must control the movement of the diaphragm and the expansion in the chest. Improper diaphragm control will result in too little air in the lungs to support your sound, and improper use of the chest will result in the wrong muscles being used to blow the air through your instrument.
Great job. And like I said, the body parts used is in this action is the lungs, our diaphragm, our throat, believe it or not, because that's how the air passes through at, and our mouth. Another thing we need to actually worry about is our stomach. Like I said, most people think it's the diaphragm, but as we breathe, we also need to have that feeling as if the air is filling down to our stomach as well. So the stomach also plays a very important part. All right. I'm going to play y'all a nice little 2-3 minute video about posture again, and then we're going to have a nice discussion. Posture matters when you... Oh, sorry, class. Good posture matters when you play a musical instrument. If you want a better sound and greater stamina, get good posture. Posture just simply means how you sit or stand to play your instrument, and it's very closely linked to how you breathe and using that with optimal efficiency. Also, how you sound and how tense you are to play, how relaxed you can be to work effectively. That is linked also to how tired you can get holding up your instrument and just playing it with ease all day. If you're holding a heavy instrument, it can get heavy, even if it's a flute. And instruments that you play off to the side, you need to know how to play those carefully. A lot of even professional musicians suffer with various ailments because of how they hold their instruments. And it's really important that you learn to do that right from the word go. For young players, there are ways to get around heavy instruments. So please have a look around Band Booster. We've got a lot of ideas to help you there and a lot of facts. For saxophone players, we're talking about straps and harnesses, which ones. And again, look at the posture
posture videos. We go into depth for every instrument on this topic because it is so important. And let's talk a bit about what you can learn about posture right now. We know how important it is to breathe well to make our best sound. So good posture is directly linked to proper breath support. Our sound is our musical signature. It is what sets you apart from any other player. And it is vitally important to you as a person, as a musician, and as a performer. It lets people know who we are, who you are as a musician. And don't forget to be sure that you're holding your instrument properly as well, especially when you're getting tired. One of my favourite sayings for good posture, nose behind your toes, so the back of your neck grows. Simple. We've got many other ways to do it, but that's a simple one. Nose behind your toes, so the back of your neck grows. You can do it sitting down, pretending that you're standing up, or standing up, you'll feel it straight away. And the back of the neck should be nice and elevated, but relaxed.
Alright, class. Besides the part about the instruments, we'll actually get onto instrument postures on Wednesday class, but let's have a discussion about what we've seen so far. Can you tell me anything about the connections she made for posture and breathing? What were some things she said about that?
The thing about the nose and the toes, and like it helps with your posture. Like your posture can like help with your breathing, because like it just does.
And that's a good one. Anybody else? Yes, you're right, John. Having good posture allows for your chest to open up. I'm glad you remember that from her, and plus what I said earlier. All right. Well, class, that was a wonderful, that was a great. We'll have another discussion about what we did today in class tomorrow morning. All right. Y'all have a good one today.